All right, welcome back. It's time for us to have a conversation on the consumer tech segment. Now, before we do that, there's a quick reminder for you that there's some great news for customers of GT Bank who have small or medium enterprises. Now, there's the GT Bank's SME Credit. Now, it's here to offer you quick loans that will help you to stock up your shops, clear your goods, or implement that new business idea. All you have to simply do is dial *737*0#. That's *737*0# to select SME Credit and follow the prompts, and you're going to get a beautiful, flexible loyalty offer at an exceptional rate. All right, and you can pay anytime within the next 6 months. Now, this is good for all salons, schools, consultancy firms, churches, boutiques, hospitality agencies, etc. All right, remember that terms and conditions do apply, and if you have any questions you want to ask, there's a toll-free number you can call, 0800-124-000. Guarantee Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us? Now, the consumer tech segment today, we're going to be doing a continuation of what we started a couple of weeks ago, talking about apps, the things that you should know about the apps that we use frequently. And today we're going to be dealing with WhatsApp in particular. Stephen Nasebudi has joined us by Zoom, and we're going to have this conversation. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Kweku.
How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm very well. And you?
I'm really good, thank you. All right, so let's dive right into the conversation this morning. WhatsApp is probably one of the highest used apps in Ghana. I remember back a few years ago, actually, maybe 3-4 years ago, when we had the start. This is before they sold to Facebook, and basically WhatsApp was said to have its highest patronage actually globally in Ghana. Now tell us about the hidden things that we don't know about WhatsApp.
All right. Thanks very much. So it's still the number one in Ghana. Okay. About 82% of Ghanaians who are online say they use WhatsApp. Yeah? Okay. And then on top of that, we have about 2 billion users globally of WhatsApp.
Wow.
Okay. It's used about 2 billion times a day, 100 billion messages sent a day, and over 13 million times, that is downloaded over 13 million times in April. Just April this year, it was downloaded over 13 million times. So that's how big WhatsApp is. Now, people use it for business, for all sorts of things. For today, we'll talk about just the personal usage, feature of the WhatsApp business, which is another conversation altogether.
Okay.
We want to look at some of the things that people need to know so they can get the most out of their WhatsApp.
Okay.
To start with, we want to talk about groups. Now, one of the things, I'm sure you are in so many groups, and one of the things you find often is that people tend to do all sorts of things, post all sorts of messages on groups. Like, I'm here in Kumasi attending a meeting. If I'm in a group and there's a conversation going on in a group, you get messages coming in, all getting alerts almost every minute.
Yeah.
One of the easiest things you can do is just mute it.
Okay.
So when you're in the group, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, when you're in the group, just click the top where the group name is.
Okay.
And then the menu that pops up, just mute it. You can mute for like just a day, 1 week, 1 year, or mute it forever. So when you don't really want to get those messages alert, just mute it. The messages will still be there. People will still see that you are on the platform, so they don't feel you are snubbing them. But then you get the peace of mind to be able to focus on the meeting or whatever you want to do. So that's a quick one. The other one also is that you can use it, especially these days that a lot of people work from remote. WhatsApp is used by many teams to manage work.
Okay.
So, for example, you are with a couple of people, you are working on a project, and you use it to share files, share information, and all of that. You can use it to track who has seen the post that you sent. So, if you send a file that you want people to check, and you're not sure whether everybody has checked it, you can just check that. Again, if you click on the message that you have sent, okay, the pop-up menu, you can click on info, and right there you can check who has read it,
Well, so that's Stephen Nasebwedi giving us a breakdown of WhatsApp and some of the things that we can do. So he was talking about managing group, involvement, and the fact that if you're in a group, you don't necessarily need to feel overwhelmed by being inundated with messages every few minutes. All you have to do is to go to the top of the group. Of course, I'm sure it's different if it's Android or Apple, but you go to the top of the group there, and there's a button you can click and a drop-down menu, and you can actually mute the group. Now you can mute it for a day, you can mute it for I think it's a few weeks, or you can mute it forever if you want to. Now I typically mute all my groups forever. Okay, that's the way I do it. The way to do it, the reason why I do that is so that it allows me to come back, and I know that I'm in those groups. The notifications will still be there, but they don't disturb you, So that's one clear way to do that. And of course, he gave us some stats. He gave us a lot of stats at the beginning, showing us about 2 billion people are on WhatsApp globally. That's incredible. And Ghana, it's our biggest app in Ghana now that we're on. But he's back on the line. Nase.
Hi, Kuku. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about is saving data. Okay.
Okay.
People send all sorts of videos and stuff. So you really want to save on your data. One of the ways you can do that is whether you're on Android or you're on iOS, go to the settings, and then you click on storage and data, and then there's an option that says media auto download. Just turn it off or switch to Wi-Fi only.
Okay.
So your videos and your images will only be downloaded manually by yourself or only when you are on a Wi-Fi. Okay. That saves you a ton of data because throughout the day people will be sending all sorts. So that's another cool one to know.
Super.
Yes. Yeah. The other thing that people need to know is when you have to save some space, because people send a lot of files and these files are big and you need to save space. You can always delete some messages or delete some specific media files so that you can free space on your app or on your phone. The way to do that is, again, you go to settings, you go to storage and data, you go to manage storage, then you select, if you want to select for specific contacts, you can select the contact person, and then you delete the messages for that person. Or it's even possible to delete all messages that are bigger than 5 meg. So you can delete all those ones. The cool thing is that when you go into the storage, it will sort it by the ones with the biggest, file sizes or biggest storage. So you can delete for those people, and then cool, you're ready to go. You save a ton of space on your phone. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's another one there. Yeah.
What else is there?
Other one that I wanted to talk about. Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
The other one I wanted to talk about is we receive so many messages, and sometimes you just want to search for specific messages. Now there are 2 ways you can do that. At the top, whether you're on Android or iOS, at the top there's either a search button or a search bar. First thing you type in, so you can type in, let's say, City FM. If I type in City FM, all messages with the word City, the phrase City FM in it, will appear. So you can quickly scroll through and see which one. Now, what's even cool is that today you can even search specific messages. So you don't have to search through everything. Search through specific chat. So in my chat with you, Kweku, for example, maybe we had a chat about a trip we wanted to make for a photo shoot or whatever. I can go into my chat with you. I click on the top. And then go to that specific message, and there's an option there that says chat search. So I can type in what I want to search for within that chat, and it will give me everything that comes up within that chat.
That was actually a recent discovery for me. I think in the last maybe 2 months or so, I found out that like you said, if I've had a conversation with you and we've been chatting for the last 4 years on WhatsApp, there'll be a lot of backed up messages, but I remember specifically something we talked about, guitars, for example, and so I just have to go in and type in guitars, and, it took us right back to all the conversations on guitars where we mentioned guitars in the chat. So that's actually quite a brilliant one. Yeah. What else is there?
All right. Another one that I thought I would share is, these days you can also change the wallpaper for specific contacts.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't have to be the same boring wallpaper for everybody. Let's say you and your wife, your girlfriend, or whoever, you want to have a unique wallpaper. You go into that chat. Again, you click on the top. You go to the options there. Then click on choose wallpaper. And then you can even use a wallpaper from your gallery, your photo gallery on your phone. So that's another cool one. So just chat with that person. You can see a different wallpaper. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Just a couple more. There's even one that I love. These days people like to check whether or not you've read their email. They say you've aired them. You've read your WhatsApp. They say you've aired them when you don't reply to them. But they're looking out for the blue tick.
Yes.
Like, turn the blue tick off. So don't tell the bosses, don't tell the wives, don't tell the boyfriends that you can turn the blue tick off. Just go into settings. Go into settings, click on account privacy, and then you can toggle off the read receipt, read receipt, so they don't see anything. Okay. So then, they don't know when you've read it, because sometimes you really don't want to get that. You want to focus on some work you are doing.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a call saying, why have you read my message? You haven't responded, all sorts of things. Yes, I've read it, but I needed time to maybe respond to it. Now you can do that. So we didn't know, and they won't catch you.
Yeah.
Same way, if your boss sends you something that is asking for a report you haven't really finished, you can buy some time by just hiding that. So you don't see that you haven't done it. Yeah?
Absolutely. I like it.
Yeah. Just, I think, 2 more to go.
Okay.
The other thing is that these days on WhatsApp, when you save your messages, you save your images and videos, they go automatically to your phone gallery.
Yes.
And that can clog a lot of space on it. Okay. Again, you go to your settings on iOS. You go to your settings, your chat, and toggle off save to camera roll.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
So they are not saved. You have to save them there manually yourself.
Oh, I see.
Not every time. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Same, you can do same on iOS, okay, on Android as well. Then I think these days you can also edit pictures. You see, you always, when you want to do your status, you want to put a bit of text on the image you want to put there. So you go into your status, you select the picture you want, then you edit. You can add text, you can add emojis. In fact, the latest update they've done, you can create your own emojis. Okay.
Yes.
And then you can use.
All right, so we're talking about the function of saving images to the gallery. Before he went off, hopefully he'll be back in just a bit. But I'm actually trying something out here, and I've discovered that this thing has been here for a while. I don't know when they did it in the updates, but it's actually been here. And so you can go to the chat, the message, the specific place you are, and particularly this happens in some groups that are very busy. They are always dropping images, and it automatically says save to camera roll. That's the default. So I'm changing mine now and make it never. Okay. The other option is always. So default is save to camera roll. The other option here is never save to camera roll. So I've clicked on never, and so now if an image is dropped, I have to save it directly, deliberately myself, to camera roll for it to be in the gallery. That way the gallery doesn't get choked up, because my gallery has like 10,000 images in there. It's crazy. It's becoming a problem. So yeah, that's good updates for us. Well, just a quick want to update all of us, to remind all of us of what we've been talking about this morning. He gave us the WhatsApp chat usage statistics, and then we talked about managing groups, talked about managing data usage. Okay, so you can turn off the automatic downloads so that you deliberately download whatever you want to do that. And Nasir is back on the line. Nasir.
Yeah.
As we're wrapping it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you caught the last bit, but
give me the very last one after the images.
So after the images, there's also a feature that allows you to be able to edit your images if you want to use them for your status.
Okay.
Okay. Go to status. Select the image you want, then you can put on a text or put on an emoji.
Okay.
These is you can create your own emojis and use them. Okay, so you can use your picture as an emoji, and you can do that and then share it with people. So that's another cool one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last one I did.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to
go ahead. Okay, so technology is failing us as we speak about technology, and yes, just a quick reminder: the managing storage is very critical. Of course, not everybody has a phone with 1 terabyte of space on it, so you definitely need to manage and make sure that you don't. So, look, one of the things that I found is to go to your messages. You can actually delete whole chunks of messages, because there are some particular people that send you like daily broadcasts, and they're sending you on the daily. So what's basically happening is that, and they're sending long, broadcasts. So by the time you've gone through a year with them, you're basically doing so much data has been taken up just in one message. And many of these daily broadcasters, you yourself, that you don't even read much of it, so you can go into some of these things. If you're looking for space and it says WhatsApp is the one that's eating up your space, go into some of these chats and you can delete, a lot of the chats there, and it will just free up space for you.